Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know that it has been a while. I went off and I had a baby, but I am back. I've got a bit more time on my hands, so I'm making some videos for you guys. And this video may seem a little bit familiar in that I've made some cakes like this before, which is a kind of wet and dry chocolate cake, but a foolproof. And I made this as an Easter cake, and I wanted to show you the whole thing from start to finish. So in a large bowl, you're going to take your cocoa powder, your self-raising flour, your golden caster sugar, your white sugar, and a pinch of salt, and I'm going to mix this with a whisk. Now I've used a large bowl because we're going to add ingredients to it later, so make sure it's a large bowl. And also I didn't sift my cocoa powder, so it's really important to whisk it. Now in another bowl I've got all of my wet ingredients, and you can add these in any order. I've got buttermilk, I've got vegetable oil, but you could use any oil. I've got double cream, but you could use milk or you could use something else like a yogurt or a thin cream, that's fine as well. I've got vanilla extract and I've got hot coffee, but if you don't want to use coffee, you could just use hot water instead. I also have 3 medium eggs, but you could use 2 large eggs and they're at room temperature. And you just want to whisk these until it's fairly well combined, and then you're going to add all of that wet mixture into your dry mixture. Now you want to whisk this until it's smooth. It's going to take about a minute. So if you're making these as muffins, mix it a little bit less. You want it to be a little bit lumpy, and then you'll get really nice airy muffins. But because we want these to be cakes, you do want this to be smooth. So don't overmix, but just make sure that you mix this until it's fairly smooth, and that'll take you about a minute with a whisk. I've got 2 8-inch pans here. I've lined them with foil just because this mixture is so liquidy that you don't want it to escape. These are push bottom tins, so it will go out the bottom, and I don't want that. I have not sprayed anything on the foil. I haven't put any butter or oil or flour or anything, because this mixture, it just peels straight away once it's baked. So I've got a preheated oven. It's at gas mark 3, 325F or 170F C fan, which is my oven. So I'm going to bake these at 170 and then allow them to cool. So to make this buttercream is so simple. I'm using margarine, not butter. I would recommend that if you can. It's at room temperature. Now you won't see me measuring these ingredients, but that's because I have made this so many times that I can eyeball it. But I have put all of the ingredients in the description box below and also at the end of this video, so you can just take a note of those and you can make this buttercream. It is beautiful and it is foolproof. So I've got confectioner's sugar or icing sugar here, which I am sieving. Now you didn't see me sieving those dry ingredients earlier, but I am sieving them here, and it's really important that you sieve both your cocoa powder and your icing sugar for this, because otherwise it will definitely turn out lumpy, and that's something that we want to avoid. I'm also adding double cream, but you could use chocolate milk, you could use regular milk, you could use thin cream, you could use vanilla, you can use anything at that point. It's just something to stop your icing sugar from tasting a little bit gritty. We don't want that. To this recipe, I am adding a really big dollop of chocolate spread. I'm then going to pop it in my stand mixer with a paddle attachment, and I'm going to mix it for about 30 seconds, which is going to lighten the colour, make sure it's really well incorporated, and it will be beautifully smooth. So I've got my cooled cakes. I've used a large serrated knife to cut any domes off the top, and I'm going to put a nice big dollop of this buttercream in the middle, smooth it out on top, and then invert the other cake on top so we've got a smoother top to start from. And then I'm just going to cover the whole thing in buttercream. This recipe makes a lot of buttercream, so you can be really generous with it. Add as much as you like, and there'll even be some left to decorate with. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end of this video. I hope that it was really useful for you. I hope you learned something and I hope that you give it a try. If you did, or if you've got any comments, I would absolutely love to hear from you. So please leave me a comment and I will try my very best to get back to you. As I said, I have been away for quite a while. I had a little boy and he's beautiful, but I like to spend all of my time with him. And so I've been spending time with him and not making these videos. But I'm really going to try and make a bit more of an effort to do these videos. And especially now that I'm not working at the moment as much because I'm home during the lockdown. So I'm really going to try and get some more of these out for you guys to watch during this time. I hope that everybody stays safe. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.